Yo, what is up YouTube? It's Brio here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the future of gaming. Where do I see gaming in the next 5 to 10 years? Everything, streaming, esports, everything related to gaming, I'm going to be talking about in this video, and I'm actually pretty excited about this topic. So if you guys are wondering the same question, why it's been blowing up during quarantine or where will it be headed in the future, make sure to stick around till the end of the video. And with that being said, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and turn on post notifications. And without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's get started with the video. So it's no secret that gaming has been blowing up in the past years. And honestly, even your parents probably hear about these iconic streamers and YouTubers, Ninja, Courage JD, Tfue. We always hear about them, right? But how did they influence first, right? These streamers and content creators influence gaming in a way not seen before, right? Let's talk about Ninja, for example. Before Ninja played with Drake and Marshmello and all these huge music artists and NFL players and NBA players and everything like that, gaming was seen as something that only nerds did or something that little kids did, right? Something like just like a hobby, right? And it wasn't really looked up upon. A lot of people thought it was, kind of somebody that had no life or resembled somebody with no life, right? In some cases, if you stay all day, yeah, you kind of have no life. I mean, that's unless you're making money, you're spending a little bit too much in your room. I got to fix on that too. I'm spending way too much time in my room. But anyway, guys, was how gaming was looked upon before this whole Ninja debacle. I don't even know if that's a word. But anyway, when Ninja first streamed with Drake and Marshmello, people were like, wait, Drake's a rapper and he's playing a kid's game like Fortnite? What? Marshmello has a concert, he plays Fortnite? What? And a bunch of other superstar legends like in NBA and NFL started playing games like Fortnite too with these huge content creators and started playing by themselves. Heck, bro, Logic, the rapper, he got signed full-time on Twitch. He left his music career and started streaming on Twitch, Among Us, Fortnite, all these kind of games on Twitch. He got signed, and nobody knew that he streamed until now. Like, crazy things have been happening in the gaming community, and ever since that one day where Ninja was streaming with Drake, not only did Ninja blow up in popularity, therefore blowing up Fortnite and esports in general, also, gaming in general also took a turn for the better, in my opinion. More people looked up onto gaming. More people didn't see it as something only kids did. More people, let it into their lives. And another thing that happened that actually allowed gaming to be let into more people's lives is quarantine. People have been stuck for months without end in their house, and they wanted a pastime, something that they could communicate with their friends, have fun, maybe make some money out of, and gaming was that hobby. I have friends that I never thought would be gaming ever, and now they got their PlayStation or they got a PC and they're gaming now, and it honestly brought people together. Like, gaming is one of the only things that I do to communicate with my friends now, to have fun, maybe grow. Like, those are the kind of things that I can't do right now because quarantine, right? I'm stuck at home, and gaming is the only thing. Like, gaming, I feel like I have access to many other nations, many other worlds, and I have it all access inside my home. So I think gaming improved dramatically in that sense during quarantine and after this huge stream with Ninja and many other content creators. But it wasn't just these streams in quarantine that allowed gaming to grow. It was also the esports industry. Now, if you said 10 years ago, if you asked somebody that you were going pro in gaming, you were a professional gamer, they would probably laugh at your face. Even now, they probably would. But nowadays, I think esport is more well-known and way more respected than it was in the past, especially with this new generation of games like battle royale genres and MMOs and everything. It's been taking the esports scene by storm, especially games like Fortnite. If you look at Twitch, they're constantly getting 100 to 200,000 viewers at all times, and most of these streamers are playing in competitive tournaments or practicing to play in these competitive tournaments, or doing, wagers and all that kind of stuff for money, and people like to watch that. And esports, depending on the game, is is something that people like to watch. Some people like to invest in money into, right? Some people bet on what team's going to win, and some people pay money to go to these actual live tournaments. Where right now esports has been a little bit down because of this whole pandemic. People can't do LAN tournaments right now. Everything's online. Esports is still growing, especially with games like Rocket League going free to play. Rocket League has had a huge esports scene, and now that it went free to play, more people are getting invested into this Rocket League esports, getting involved in the teams, everything like that, and that's only benefiting the consumers and the players and the producers, right? So this is really exciting news. Ever since CSGO, esports, the industry has been growing exponentially, right? And recently they've been making billions and billions of dollars. And another thing, guys, is YouTube in general has been growing. And YouTube is not just for gaming. I'm not saying that. But pretty much the top three categories for YouTube is gaming. Gaming is one of those. I'm pretty sure it's either number 1 or number 2, but it's definitely top 3. And gaming definitely led to YouTube getting more, users and getting more viewerships and everything, and Twitch too. But YouTube especially grew tremendously because of this, because people like to watch people that were good. They like to watch tips and tricks, funny moments, streams, and they went to YouTube to do that. And YouTube, it grew because of that. It grew tremendously, right? If you said 3 years ago, you watch these YouTube, gamers like Preston Plays or whatever play Minecraft, it was fun, but your parents probably thought it was like, one and it's probably like, it's just it's a random dude, right, that makes a lot of money, right? Just like in the world with any category, there's always going to be some random dude that innovates and invents something, and he makes money off of that. And recently, you see more and more content creators come up, making a lot of money, getting into these huge sponsorships. Like Ninja, he got paid over $20 million to be signed onto Mixer. $20 million. Like, he got paid around the same as an athlete would, right? So you see these people getting paid to move on to other platforms, to make videos on there, to stream on there, that and that and that. And honestly, I think people are taking recognition of that, right? Like, 2 years ago, my parents, they knew YouTube existed. They used YouTube. But now they're way more enthusiastic about YouTube as being a career. And it's not just them. It's many people. Many people 1 or 2 or even 3 years ago, they thought YouTube and esports is something that was small, something that only a couple of people made a bunch of money off of. But now more and more people are making a lot of money off of YouTube, and gaming wise, right? And in general too, esports. A lot of people are making more and more money off of these industries, right? And gaming is taking on the next level. And it's not just in esports and content creation. It's the games and it's the technology we're using to produce and play these games. For example, PS5, like this year is one of the best and worst years for gaming at the same time. It's bad in the fact that, a lot of games got delayed. Production is slower. You can't have LAN tournaments. But it's better in the fact that, first of all, we got 2 next-gen consoles that already have came out. The Xbox Series X and the S and the PS5, right? Those came out, and a lot of people are buying them. Like, they went out of stock in seconds. Same thing with the new GPUs and the CPUs, right? They went out of stock in seconds, but we got a lot of technologies and a lot of advancements into gaming, and that's going to allow for more games to be better in general, be more realistic, have more features, look better, and more people are going to hop onto gaming. And now with a lot, there's a lot of good games coming out this year too, and that's going to provide a wider audience of games. And that's a huge thing too. Gaming in general it has a huge audience. Anybody can play this game no matter what age. They have games for all ages and all all tastes. They have games for every single person. If you like realistic games, maybe lifestyle games where you build your own family, you build your own city, whatever, you have a lot of games like that, like The Sims. I don't really play those types of games, right? If you like competitive games, maybe first person shooters, you have CS:GO, Rainbow Six Siege, Valorant. If you like battle royales, right, where you like to survive to be the last one, you have a ton of games in those genres. Like, I don't even want to mention, like, you can definitely think about it, but just to name a few: PUBG, Warzone, Fortnite, Spellbreak, Realm Royale. Like, there's so many, Apex Legends, right? There's so many games. And pretty much every single genre. And yeah, there's more games and there's more saturated games in some genres. Like Battle Royale right now is very saturated. It is very popular. In a couple of years, it might be something else, right? So it's always changing, but there's always going to be something for someone. And that's, I think, is the beauty of gaming, right? You can do whatever, whenever you want, right? And that is honestly amazing. And there's so many options, not just game-wise, but where you want to play your games. You can play it portably on your phone or on like a 3DS or a Nintendo Switch. You can play it, at home, relaxing-wise, and maybe on like a console for cheaper. Or you can play it with everything gaming has to offer, like ray tracing, 4K, higher frame rates, everything like that on PC. There's so many options that you can choose. And that is the beauty of gaming, again, right? And again, when people are stuck at home, they're researching, they're figuring out what to do, what to pass their time because they're bored. And gaming is one of those hobbies that pop up. And it's not just a hobby now. Gaming is careers now. It's making careers. And these careers aren't like some random 9-to-5 job that they're making, just enough money to support themselves. These careers are making millions and billions of dollars for many other people. So it's huge, right? It's growing. It's growing exponentially. I don't know where it's going to be in the next couple of years. Actually, I do know. It's going to be even bigger. The only, even if gaming now isn't going to be like this, what's it going to be next? VR? Or is it going to be, some random other technology? Like, they're always making advancements in technology, advancements in, game development. Who knows where it will be next year? Maybe in a couple of years it'll be like Ready Player One, where you'll be able to move your character just by moving your body, and you'll be able to feel the feelings that you have in the game. Like, who knows how advanced it will be? Or maybe it's going to be like this, but just with more technology, like 8K and 16K resolution and like 360 frames. Like, who knows where it will be in the next years? But I can almost guarantee it will get bigger and bigger. Next year, it's gonna grow even more. More people are gonna get on. Like, I had friends that hated gaming last year. Like, they would never even touch a game, say it's for losers, and now they got a PlayStation, or they got a PC, or they got an Xbox or a Nintendo Switch, and now they're playing like every day, all day, and they're obsessed because they thought gaming was just shooting, killing. Oh, you're just killing random people. But then they think every game is like that. No, there's so many games for so many people. You have chiller, more relaxed games like Animal Crossing. But you also have more, intense games. Obviously, you have horror games. You have shooters. You have survival games. So there's a game for every taste. So to answer your question, in the next 5 to 10 years, gaming is going to grow exponentially. Not just in popularity, but in technology, in game development, in, how many games are being developed, and how many sponsors are going to be investing money into gaming in general. And overall, if you're really new to gaming and you don't know if you want to spend your time on it because you think it's going to be a waste of time, depends on what you want to do, depends on what you want to get out of it. But I highly recommend just jumping onto gaming, even if it's for an hour a week or an hour a day or 5 hours a day. Who knows? I highly recommend hopping onto gaming no matter where you are, no matter what platform you're on, because it's a good pastime, and you can, who knows, you can learn some stuff off of it, maybe even make a little bit of money. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to smash that subscribe button, like the video, and turn on post notifications. I'm sorry for barely posting last week. Last week was really busy with homework and term finals, but with Thanksgiving this week, I'm going to have a lot of days off, and I'm going to be able to post a lot of videos. So make sure you guys turn on post notifications and stay tuned for these huge bangers coming out soon. But have a great rest of your day, wherever you guys are. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.